Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video, and for today's video we're going to be setting up my sinking funds spread as well as stuffing my sinking fund system for the month of September. Now, if you guys still have not checked out the video all about this September monthly budget spread, go ahead and do so. I'm pretty sure I uploaded it yesterday, so go ahead and check that out. I went ahead and explained to you guys my sort of process, what is going to be going on with my income for this month, as well as I explained both my variable and fixed expenses. So go ahead and check that video out if you guys have not. And now moving on to checking my fixed expenses, as you guys can see, we have our sinking funds right here, which is what we're going to be focusing on. As you guys can see, I have a set amount of $866 to be put into my sinking funds. So I'm going to go ahead and just break down my sinking funds and what those categories are, how much money I'll be putting in each of the categories, as well as stuffing my cash envelope system, which if you guys still don't know is this, I think this is called a coupon divider holder, coupon folder. As you guys can see, this is how I have each one of my sinking funds categories, and I will be showing you guys sort of what I use to make the little labels, because I do have to make one label. So I'll go ahead and do that on camera, but as you guys can see, I have as of now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 categories. I don't think I've added any other categories for this month. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so moving on. If you guys don't know, I do use the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner as my budget planner. And I do like to make my sinking fund spread on the very first page of the month. So right next to the full page. So that is where we're going to do this. Now, I have noticed in the past, as well as a couple of you guys have told me, how the very first page of the month is actually a little bit longer than the rest of the pages, which is, I think, kind of weird to me. So the stickers might seem a little bit smaller than usual, but these fit pretty perfect to the width of the other pages, so we're just not going to mind that. I'm going to put my thick washi up top, and I do have my sinking funds little sheet, which comes with the little transaction log side. So let's see. So I'm not going to talk about how much it is that I love sinking funds, because if you guys have been watching my videos for the past couple of months, you guys know that sinking funds are probably my favorite thing about budgeting. If you guys don't really know what sinking funds are, for me, honestly, they're basically like small little savings that you have per category of things you know you're going to have to pay in the future. So whether that be your car insurance, car payment, Christmas money, I love that category. Just things like that you know are coming up. I know in the past I've had my car tags in there, which I definitely should know when I have to pay my car tags, but since I've gotten a new car since like the last time I paid my car tags, I need to check that out. But maybe I'll go ahead and add that for next month. So let's go ahead and get right into the video, because like I mentioned, aside from setting the spread up, I also will be stuffing my sinking fund system. So in the little header here, you have your fund, your beginning balance, what you're going to be adding for the month, what you're going to be subtracting, and your ending. In this first video, I only used the first 3 sections because the last 2 I do update at the end of the month for my monthly budget results videos. So let's go ahead and get right into the funds. I have changed a couple of these names, which is the reason why I need to make a couple of tags. I just updated some, but I still need to do one more, and I decided to just do it on camera with you guys. So the first category that I have is my adventures sinking fund. Now, in the past, I have called this my vacation sinking fund, I believe. But honestly, guys, I don't go on like huge vacations or really go on vacations much. So what one of you guys suggested me changing it to an adventure sinking fund. And what adventures means is just means for any trips or traveling that I might do. I have gone to a couple of different cities, and I do plan on going to more in the near future. I just want to really travel and not just be, I don't know, just not stay in like California all my life. So that's really what I wanted to do and why I started this adventure sinking fund. So my beginning balance for this month is $61, and I'm going to just add $39. I kind of wanted to go somewhere this month, but I think with the whole change in pay, especially with me not having my part-time job anymore, I'm just going to really limit what I'm going to be putting in some of my categories, and just put most of the money that I have to put on things like my car payment and my car insurance, because as you guys may or may not know, I did mention how I will have to start paying car insurance every single month, or so it is that I think. So yeah, we will just see. Most of my categories aren't getting that much, just the really important ones. Next I have Amazon Prime. Now for Amazon Prime, I do pay this yearly, and I'm on my last year of my student discount Amazon Prime, and I do split this with my parents. So the reason why I started a sinking fund, just because I know it will be like around like $100 or over $100 for the whole year. So I am beginning with $30, and I am going to add $10 for this month. Next up is my car insurance, and I do have these in alphabetical order. Now obviously you don't have to do this. I'm pretty sure most of the months that I've had sinking funds, I haven't really had them in alphabetical order, but I just wanted to be extra organized for this month, and I actually caught it beforehand. So yes, so for car insurance we are starting with $50, and I'm going to add $300 to this bad boy. And for the reasons that I have already given you guys a couple of minutes ago. Next we have cart maintenance. And for cart maintenance, we are starting with $25. And we're adding $35. Which isn't too much, but I don't foresee me having to do any car maintenance, but you never really know with cars, honestly. At least I don't. I'm not really like car savvy or anything, so this is like the perfect category to have as a sinking fund, and this is why I love sinking funds so much. Like, it's crazy. Okay, next we have our car payment, which before was my new car sinking fund. I just changed the name of this in my sinking fund system. We are beginning with $257 in this, and I'm going to add $257 more to this. Now my monthly car payment is $257, but like I mentioned in the past, I do want to at least be 1 month ahead with this, and the whole reason why I still have this as a sinking fund, just because let's say an emergency happens and I don't make enough money, let's say for the month, for I don't know, my paycheck, my Etsy sticker shop, or anything like that. I just want to be covered with that and not have to like scramble for money, stress out, or anything like that. And that's the reason also why I love sinking funds. Next we have Christmas, which I'm so happy that I started this earlier than last year. I didn't save too much money last year, but that was okay because I was just barely starting with like budgeting and everything. But I really did like having the sinking fund. So we are beginning with $200, and I am going to add $50 for this month. Okay, next we have our date night sinking fund. We are starting with $70, and this month is actually me and my boyfriend Paul's 2-year dating anniversary, so I've decided to put a little bit more than I usually do, just because I want to get him a present and maybe help with dinner. So I am going to add $130, and then that way I will have $200. And then next we have entertainment. For entertainment, we are starting with $100, and I am going to add $25. And then last but not least, my last sinking fund is medical, which I am not adding too much for this month. I'm starting with $70, and I'm adding $20. Now for next month, I do think I will add a lot more, just because I do have my optometrist appointment. So it's nice to see sort of what it is that I have for this month and what I will be potentially adding for next month, just to keep that in the back of my head for like my next month's budgeting videos. I don't know if I'll get some glasses, but maybe, who knows. But I for sure will have to get, let's say, like my contacts and stuff. So I just went ahead and put my totals, a little header strip, and now I'm going to add all of my beginning balances and what I'm adding for this month. So we have 61, 30, 50, 25, 257, 200, 70, 170. I'm starting with $863, and then I'm adding 10, 300, 35, 257, 50, 30, 25, and 20, which is 866, which is what I budgeted for in my September monthly budget spread. So those are the totals for that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take the last little thin washi strip that I have here to separate my actual sinking funds from my transaction log. And I do keep a transaction log right under my sinking funds because I don't have too many, and whatever I do spend from these sinking funds is completely separate from my budget and from my monthly budget expenses. You guys know this, but if you guys are new, I do treat these sinking funds as completely separate from that. So we're going to put our little transaction log header, and these say we have space for your fund, date, amount, and description. Now let me go ahead and quickly make my lines here. Hopefully they're not too crooked because they were pretty crooked in my monthly budget spread. But what can you do, you know? Okay, not bad. And then right here, I'm just going to meet up with these. Okay, so my sinking fund spread is all done. Now moving on to stuffing my sinking fund system. Well, first, the little label that I'm going to need is the Adventures one. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I do this. To make my little labels, I literally have the most basic, what is this, a little dust bunny? I literally have the most basic label maker. This is I got this from Target. It was fairly inexpensive. I will go ahead and leave a link for this down below, as well as the coupon divider, holder, and everything else that I talk about. So I'm just gonna quickly just make one for Adventures. I don't know why, but I like them all to be lowercase. So Adventures. I feel like I've done this in the past before. And then I will just go ahead and print on the side here. And you'll just cut it right here. And this is how my label looks. I believe the settings I have for this is for the small script. Okay, so I'm just going to try to do this on camera, but I just went ahead and trimmed the sides, and this is where it's gonna go. And I just really like how it looks. I know the system probably wouldn't work if I had a lot of money in these sinking funds, but it's working for me, and it has been for a year now, so that's what I'm using there. Okay, so we're all ready to stuff our sinking fund system. So first up is Adventures. For Adventures, we are adding $39. So $39, we have 20, 10, 5, and 1. So once again, 39, 20, 35, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I'm going to go ahead and add it onto here. Once again, I'm like last month, I'm just going to go ahead and put the money in there, but of course I'll go back and fix it all. Next, we have $10 for Amazon. So Amazon Prime is $10. Next, we have car insurance, which car insurance gets 300. So 100, 200, and 300. And car insurance is the very first little tab. Next, we have car maintenance, which gets 35. 5, which I'm trying to see if I can change the 5 to a 10. Let me see, cart maintenance. Yes, I'm going to take 5 from here and just put a 10. I hope I'm not confusing you guys, but I just realized I'm not going to have enough 5s. Okay, so it was 35, but I added the 5, so 40. So 20, 30, and 40. So that is that is for car maintenance. Right there. Next we have car payment, which I am adding $257. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 57 right here. So again, 100, 250, 5, 6, and 7. 257. Just put that right there. Next we have Christmas, which we are adding $50 to that. Christmas is the very last one. Adding $50. Date night, I am adding $130. Oh, so then we have 120, 30, and 30. And that is going to date night. Next we have entertainment, which we're taking 25. Entertainment is right here. And then last but not least, we're putting in $20 to our medical sinking fund. Okay, there we go. And with that, we are all done with the sinking fund setup video as well as stuffing my sinking funds system. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. I am so happy to finally have this set up, and next up is going to be my cash envelope stuffing video, so make sure to stay tuned because I have some really cute cash envelopes for this month. I really hope you guys are having an amazing week so far, and I will see you guys hopefully in my next one. Bye guys.